Hello everyone, Yate. This is Peter Deswood III. I am coming to you from Farmington, New Mexico, but I'm originally from Wichita, Arizona, on the other side of the Chushka Mountains. There's been a lot of confusion with the 2020 economic stimulus bill because it has been changing in the last week. From what I remember, there's 3 or 4 changes. Okay, but however, I've been getting a lot of questions, and in this video, I will clarify many of those questions. Again, this is a video summary of some of the previous videos that I put together, but I'll be giving answers to some of the specific questions. So there was talk about another stimulus bill update. People are feeling left out. So subscribe to my channel and I will provide those updates in the next couple of weeks. So some of the comments and questions I've been receiving after I've released these videos. So the most frequently asked question is, how much is the stimulus check? So $1,200 per adult and $500 per child. Okay, who qualifies as a child? So a child is a dependent or dependents under the age of 17. So many college students who are claimed as dependents will not qualify. I just had a client this morning who called and asked if their daughter would qualify. Unfortunately, I had to say no. So will other dependents qualify for the $500 payment? Unfortunately, no. This is limited to children under the age of 17. Again, the emphasis is on children. Another question I'm getting asked is, what are the income limits? Again, I did say this in a previous video. If you are filing single, the max is $75,000. If you are head of household, it's $112,500. And if you are filing jointly, it's $150,000. Okay. Now, if your adjusted gross income is above any of these limits, then it's a $5 phase out per $100 over those limits. Okay. What about seniors who only receive Social Security? Only eligible if they are not a dependent on someone else's tax return. What about veterans who only receive a veteran's disability payment or benefit? Again, only eligible if they are not a dependent on someone else's tax return. What about people on SSI or other means tested benefits? They're eligible, okay? So there is no minimum income level to receive the payments. What about college students below the age of 24? Only if they are not a dependent on their parents' taxes, okay? From what I've read, there is proposed legislation, but as of yet, nothing has changed. Will the stimulus payment be taxed? No. This is treated exactly like a regular tax refund. Will the payment have to be paid back? Absolutely not. Again, this is treated just like a regular tax refund. Will the payments be subject to garnishments or any offsets? Not in most cases, but the only offset will be for past due child support. Again, this is one question that I've been getting a lot. Who will receive this stimulus payment? So there are 4 groups of people who will not receive a payment. 4. People who have income over the limits, okay? People who are dependent on someone else's taxes, people who owe past due child support, and people who did not file a tax return in 2018 or 2019, but should have filed, okay? How will payments be sent? People who have filed a 2018 or 2019 tax and put their bank account on the 1040 page 2 or easy page 1, meaning they put their bank info on the 1040 form. Okay, you will not have to do anything. Those who did not file the 2018 or 2019 will need to file a tax return to receive the payment. So let me know if you need my help. I do that. People who receive Social Security will receive the check directly to their bank, direct express card, or by paper check, however they typically receive their check. Okay. So people on SSI or veteran benefits, I will answer this in a bit. Can I give the IRS my bank information for a direct deposit check? Okay, so this is for people who have filed but don't give their bank information. Okay, for example, if you owe taxes, then you typically don't put your bank information on your 1040. Okay, so the IRS U.S. Treasury will set up a web portal where you can upload that. What I'm hearing is the end of April. Again, I talked about that in the previous video. Again, Mnuchin said that they would prefer all checks go out electronically, so wait for that web portal. Who will need to file a simple tax return to receive payment is another question. There is controversy here, but anyone who typically doesn't file a tax, they need to file a simple tax return unless you receive a SSA 1099 or RRB 1099. Now, people who receive SSI or veteran benefits will have to file a simple tax return. Remember, as of now, because lawmakers are getting together and they're trying to change the 2020 stimulus bill, please make sure you monitor the IRS page at irs.gov/coronavirus. I've been getting this particular question because a lot of the time in Indian country, grandparents are caring for their grandchildren. So can I get an extra $500 for my grandchildren? If you claim your grandchildren on your taxes, then yes. So make sure you file your tax return and claim your grandchildren or grandchild on your taxes, okay? Again, I would recommend you talk with your tax advisor. Again, I'm only doing this for educational purposes, unless you're one of my clients. And a lot of times I've been sending these videos to any of my clients when I see an update, okay? Again, thank you for listening to this video. My name is Peter Deswood III.